This is 6.3, number 58. So we have a few graphs, e to the x, e to the minus x, and x equals ln of 4. And so we have a grain shaded region that's shown right there. And they're going to rotate around the x-axis, which is y equals 0. And so you should be able to see already, there's going to be a solid part here, and then there's going to be a hollow part in the middle. Whenever there's a hollow middle, you have to do pi big R squared and subtract the hollow middle by being pi little r squared. Okay? So how do you find your big R? Your bigger R will always go from the furthest graph to the axis of rotation. So that's going to be it right there. So I'm going to draw it in there for you. That is going to be our big R, which will be big Y minus small y. Well, big Y is going to be the red line, which is e to the x. And small y is going to be our axis of rotation, which is 0. So that's going to be the outside edge. And so when we do this integral, we will have the volume of this whole thing. But then you should see that it's going to be hollow in the middle. So we're going to show you our hollow part. Oh, I don't want to do that. And so what you're seeing, let me shrink this down a bit. And this a little bit smaller. Okay. So all of this is hollow. So we have to subtract that. So we have to find little r, which I'll call R2, which is still big Y minus small y, which will be, okay, so our R, I'm going to zoom in here. It always goes from the function, closer function to the axis of rotation. So it's going to be right here. That's going to be R2. Well, big Y is the blue line, which is e to the minus x. And small y is the x-axis, which is 0. So there are my equations. And I will plug them in. So we're adding the disks from 0 to this line, which is ln of 4. And my R1 we found was e to the x. And then our R2 was e to the minus x. And then you just push this into your calculator to get your answer. So I'm not going to do that. You guys can do that. If you actually work it out by hand, it comes out to be 225 pi over 32. You know what? I can do that without entering. So if you do it on your calculator, your answer should be 225 pi divided by 32. So your answer should come out to be approximately 22.089, rounded off to 3 decimal places. And that's it for number